Have you ever been in a scenario like this? By the way, this is a true story that I'm going to get to in just a moment. You're in a meeting. People are there. It could be a Zoom call. It could be face-to-face. And all of a sudden, the leader will publicly call out someone on the team, embarrass them, humiliate them, make them feel terrible in front of everybody else, which, by the way, if we are to correct people, we ought to do that in private, and we ought to praise people in public. This is a true story of someone that I was speaking to has just recently come into a new job, and I was just asking them, how's the job going? And they said, funny you should ask. Here's what happened to me. We're in this meeting, and it was a group project. Everybody had part of the responsibility, but because of the pressure, I guess, that was on the supervisor, on the leader, they decided to blame this individual publicly for the project being late. Now, truth be told, the project was late. Here's what the leader did not know and didn't take the time to find out. Number one, there was technology issues, which meant the project could not be completed because within the organization, the technology had failed to work. And number two, there were other people that were involved in the project that didn't do their due diligence. And yet, when it came down to where the rubber meets the road, this leader picked the one individual, blamed them, and said, this is the reason why the project is delayed and is not on time. Didn't talk to the person, didn't do their due diligence, didn't ask the questions, didn't find out, and left that person feeling embarrassed, humiliated, psychologically unsafe, and wondering what had occurred. By the way, this occurred over the Easter weekend, which means that individual worked all weekend to now make this project happen. The next time the boss saw him, it was as if nothing had ever occurred. Life just kind of seemed normal, and then said, sorry you had to work all weekend, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, but that's the way that I function. That's the way that I function. That is a poor way for a leader to operate with their people. First of all, you are going to destroy your own credibility. You're going to destroy morale amongst the team because people never know what you're going to do, particularly in a public setting where you humiliate people and disgrace them, and you don't even have the facts. And by the way, the responsibility of that leader should have been to come back and to make it right and to apologize and to say, here's what I should have done. So whether you're under pressure, whether this is a style, by the way, this could be a style of leaders where they pick one person and make them the scapegoat in front of everybody else so everybody else gets the message, you're going to destroy the credibility, your credibility and the morale of that entire team. People are going to just be walking on eggshells, not knowing when the next time you're going to call somebody out in public. This should not be done. This is leadership 101. Again, I want to reemphasize, we praise in public, we correct in private. And if you're going to correct somebody, at least make sure that you've asked the questions, that you find out before you go in there and create conclusions to scenarios that you haven't even taken the time to find out about. I hope this was a one-off for my friend, because certainly nobody wants to work in an environment like that. I know this is a little bit of a negative story, but I trust that you will pull out the principles out of it. And I hope this is not you. I hope you are not making sarcastic comments, public comments that expose people and embarrass people in front of the organization, in front of their team members. There's nothing good about it. Nothing good is ever going to come out of it, and you're actually demising your own leadership and your own morale and your own organization. I hope this has helped you to become a more effective leader.